Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our exciting conversation as we discuss on how to be safe online. Joined by our facilitators, Madam Rosemary Onyancha and Mr. Michael Njogu. Madam Rosemary is a teacher at Moi Forces Academy. He's a level 1 certified Google educator and is currently pursuing a master's in education technology. And we have Mr. Michael Njogu, who is an educator for many years and is passionate about the use of technology in education. So please join me in welcoming Madam Rosemary and Mr. Michael Njogu. Madam
Hello,
Rosemary.
everyone. Thank you so much, Beverly. Good afternoon, everyone. As you have been told, my name is Rosemary, and we are going to have fun as we learn to be online safer. So I'm going to start by telling you to introduce yourself. Go to the chat section and introduce yourself, and you tell us where you're joining us from. And we are going to be sharing forms for you to fill so that you get your certificate and also give us feedback on the training. So we are going to start, and you know the way the internet is very seductive. When you just get in touch with it, you don't want to leave it. So, are there any dangers? Yeah, there are dangers, and that is why we come to you to tell you how to be safer online. So, you're most welcome. So, let's talk. I believe you have ever used the internet, and the internet is a very powerful tool. So I don't know whether you have ever used, but I know that you have ever used. And I want us to take ask ourselves, what do we use the internet for? We have number 1 to 4, and kindly go to the chat section. If you use the internet to chat, then chat with friends, then you type number 1. If you use the internet to do your homework, you type number 2. If you use the internet to share photos of yourself and family, you type number 3. If you use the internet to share funny photos and videos, you type number 4. But if you use all of them to do chat, homework, share photos, and funny photos, all. Okay, so I can see answers streaming in. Thank you. You're most welcome. All right. So the powerful internet is coming to us with bad guys. These bad guys are the oversharers, the hackers, the fissers, and the troublemakers. We want to come and see how we can counter these bad guys on the internet. There are ways that you are going to counter them and actually become an internet hero. So that is why we want to take you through step by step. We give you tips on how to be internet heroes. So we are going to start by being sharp, that is, share with care, be strong, secure your secrets, be alert, don't fall for fake, be kind. It's cool to be kind, be brave. If you're in doubt, kindly you talk it out. So we want to go straight to these tenets and see how you are going to counter the troublemakers on the internet. So I am going to take this opportunity to welcome my co-presenter, Michael, to take us through the first tenet of being sharp. Thank you. Michael, take it away.
Yes. Thank you so much, Rosemary. As you have been told, I'm an educator, and I want to take you through the first part, that is how to be sharp and how to share with care. Now, straight away, the internet actually connects us, and it also allows us to share. Now, in many ways, and also with our friends who might be near, and sometimes even who might be far. Now, if you have ever seen that photo, for instance, on the comment section, just type yes, I have seen this photo. You can even go ahead to say where you have seen it. But this is Salt Bay, and it's a video of a man who was preparing barbecued piece of meat. If we can go ahead, we can say that this video has over 6 million views worldwide. That is as per 3rd of June 2019. And it has been remade all over the web. That's important to notice. So it has been shared, reshared, and also it has also been remade. Now, here is another example. I don't know whether you have seen this also. I know I'm moving a little bit faster, but still look at it. And then on the comment section, also say if you have come across this one, the video by Electricity. It's called Electricity, and it has been made by Mark Ajo Comedy. Now, this video also has over 10 million views. That's on YouTube. Now, why am I doing this? The reason why I'm sharing this information with you is because I want you to remember that anything that you share has the potential to be forwarded online. Now, funny videos like the ones you have seen by Salt By, and this one by a comment by Mark Ajo, they might be harmless. But I want you to take a moment and think, what if it is something that is embarrassing and it is about you? It is something that is embarrassing or something that is damaging to you as a person. And maybe it has been put up by somebody else without your knowledge, or maybe you put it up unintentionally. You never intended it to be forwarded, but then you find it's the one that has over 10 million views. This brings us to the first bad guy that you have been told about by Rosemary, the oversharer. We know them. They could be one of your followers. The people I'm talking about here is people who like to spread information, especially about others. They just share whatever they come across, whether it was maybe with good intentions. Sometimes it could be maliciously, but they just keep doing it. Now, once you share information, this is what I want you to get, then it can go anywhere all over the web. And there's some information as a result of this bad guy, the oversharer. There is some information that we should be careful to protect. I don't know whether when I say this, there is something that comes to mind. What is some of the information about yourself or about your family or about your workplace or institution that you'd like and you'd want to protect? Again, you can just mention on the comment section what comes to mind. What kind of information would you like to protect? A good example can be your passwords to your accounts. It can be something like your phone number, bank information, you might also not want your home address, everybody to know where you live. So that is private information. And by private, I don't mean it is secret. I just mean that you don't just want it with anybody on the web. Now, it's good to understand the importance of knowing who you are sharing particular information with. That's very key. And you only share parts of you with the intended audience. Um, Here is another example I have on the screen. Look at it and tell us what is wrong there. What went wrong there? Because we have this lady Shipo who just posts that she hates her teacher. Okay, maybe that is how she is feeling, but what is wrong with why would Shipo be in trouble here? As you can see, her lecturer is they are friends online. Maybe Shipo forgot about this, and then she just says she hates her teacher. She even has a friend who is supporting her by saying, "Me too." This is a problem with settings, uh, because maybe they didn't have the right settings, so that when Chipo was sharing this information, uh, she put it publicly instead of sharing the information with a particular group of the intended audience. It just went public, and the information even got to get to her lecturer. Now, just like in the real world, you want to share different things with different people. A good example is when you invite people to your home. When you invite them, you don't want them to go all over your place, even to your bedroom. You want them to respect your private space, but and also to only go where you want them to go. You can achieve this online by putting up the right settings, so that people only have access to the information that you want them to access. So it's not a good thing to share information publicly. You need to go through the settings, familiarize yourselves with the settings of any social media app that you might be using. Familiarize yourself with the settings that are available there, and then put up the right settings, uh, just to guard some of the private information about yourself that you might have. Sharing is not always bad. That's important to remember. There are some instances when we want to share information, or when sharing can be for good. On the screen, I have a video that I would like us to watch. It's not long. It will take about a minute. So just take a moment and watch this video and see what is happening. Okay, thank you. What happened in the story? As you can see, this is a good example about sharing information that is going to benefit even the society. And you can see what good has come out of that lady sharing that particular information. Now, if we can go on, here I have examples, some sentences I have, and in this we can actually group it into like three. That is one. It is okay to share. It's not okay, for instance, to share this information with anyone. Some of it can be grouped into it's okay to share with family and friends, with close family and friends, and it can also be grouped into it's okay to share with everyone. Uh, I can just highlight some examples. Like now, for instance, the first one, your phone, your home address and your phone number. This is information that is pertaining about you. How would you group it? It's not okay to share with anyone, or would you group it? You can have this on the comment section, or would you group it as it's okay to share with family and close friends, or would you group it into it's okay to share with everyone? Uh, Even like news articles, when you come across a news article and it has some information, is it okay to share this with everyone, with only family and friends, or maybe it's not good to share this kind of information with anyone? Now, let's look at this example here. An embarrassing photo of your friend who is asleep. When you take this photo and you want to share it, you need to ask yourself, what effect is it going to have? Because we have seen it can be forwarded and it just gets out of control so that you no longer have control over it. Is it okay to share it with anyone? Maybe without permission. You cannot share this kind of information without permission. If you want to share it, you need to request the permission from your friend. Or is it okay to share it with your family and friends? Or is it okay to share the information with everyone? You can have this on the comment section. Now, there is an activity I would like us to do. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and then you will just type whether it's true or whether it's false. Let's find out about how much we know about how to counter this bad guy called the oversharer. Um, Here it's the first one. Once it's on the internet, it stays there forever. Is it true or is it false? You can have this on the comment section, uh, whether it's true or whether it is false. Um, okay, let me give you a minute to see the answers that you have. That once it's on the internet, it stays there forever. Is it true or is it false? Uh, I can see Jared is saying it is false. Jared, you're saying it's false. True. Irene is saying it's true. Stivo is saying it's true. Yes, it's true. Once you put something on the internet, it stays there forever. There is nothing like delete. You can hide it from yourself, but remember, once you put it up on the internet, it can be forwarded to others, and you cannot know where the information has gone. You might delete it, but it can reappear somewhere else. Here is another question. 1.37 billion people use the internet. Is it true or is it false? 1.37 billion people use the internet. You can see the power of the internet. Uh, that one is true. Yes, Divina Mose, you have identified it correctly. It's true. Uh, People like becoming a meme and going viral. Is it true or is it false? Whereby people, according to your own judgment, do people like becoming a meme and also going viral? Uh, yes, I can say quite a good number of people think this is true, uh, but uh, mostly this is not true. Uh, so that's why we need to safeguard, and especially our information and also other people's information, because sometimes, if especially if it is something embarrassing, and then it goes viral, then it is going to impact you negatively. Now, here is another question. Is sharing online can reveal your location? You just post some information online. Is it possible for somebody to know your location but just by looking at what you have posted online? Uh, True or false? Sharing can reveal your location. Paul is saying it's false. Divina, true. Victor, you are saying it's true. Jared, again, you are saying it's true. Yes, it is true. Uh, Remember, even in an app like Facebook, there is that nearby location. That's why it can tell you who among your friends is nearby. Sometimes people can also identify information, maybe a road, they can identify buildings. And so the moment you post it, they can be able to know where you are located. And sometimes even location. If you have set up location and you take a photo, it will give the exact place that you took that photo. True or false? Uh, so we have said that is true. If I don't share it with my parents or maybe with my teachers or with somebody, then they won't see it. Is it true or is it false? That if you don't share something with them, they will not get to see it. It's true. It's true. Yes, Patrick Ouko, you're saying it's true. So the moment you don't share it with them, they will not see it. It's not true, Duncan. It's false. It's false. Victor, David, Eva, it's false. Yes, it's false. There is that element of the photo being forwarded, and especially by friends. So most likely they might get to see it without you intending them to see it. And there we go. We have come to the end of the first part, that is about to be sharp. You need to share information with care, because that's the only way you can be able to fight the bad guy, and especially who is called the oversharer, people who have this tendency of passing on information, uh, either with good intentions or with bad intentions. So I'll give the mic back to Rosemary to take us through the next part. Rosemary, welcome.
Thank you, Mike. I now feel that I'm sharper than I was at the time we started. Thank you for your tips. And now we are going to this guy who is Be Strong. And we are going to fight the guy referred to as the hacker. We want to fight the hacker by being strong. And how are you going to be strong? You secure your secrets, yeah? So that is the next essential skill for you to be a hero online. So we are countering the hacker. Possible dangers that the hacker might bring might access your account and your personal information. So is it good for this hacker to access your information, or is it dangerous? We are going to find out. Let's see these examples here, and you tell me whether you can be able to crack them or not. Kindly go to the chat section and tell me whether you can be able to crack these passcodes to see whether someone else, the hacker, can be able to come into your account and get your information. So we have the first instance, that is 12, then dash 56. Then with the second instance, PA, then dash dash WOR dash D. Then the third instance, we have H dash dash LO. Just go to the chat section and tell me whether you can be able to crack the codes. Okay, so all right. So these hackers take advantage of your weak passwords, and they can be able to gain access to your personal information. So let's see whether you guys are getting it right. Oh, someone is saying it's easy. I can see you're getting it. Wow. Yeah, great. I can see you have typed 4 for the first option. The second option, what is missing there? We have SS and R. All right, good. Then the third option, I can see we have AL, we have E, yeah, EL, great. So let's see. Yeah, that is what was missing. And we have hello, which is missing in the third. Okay, so what is a strong password? So what do you think constitutes a strong password? Let me give you a few seconds so that you give me the characteristics of a strong password. Remember, we are fighting these hackers, and hackers who gain information by just guessing your passwords. Yeah, I can see information streaming in. So what constitutes a strong password? All right, great. And still, as you're typing, remember to fill in the feedback form that is going to be shared to you. Don't forget also to fill the form that is going to be shared to you so that you get certificates for participating in this training. Thank you so much. I can see Rachel is saying combine figures with words. Wow, awesome. This is good. Okay, yeah, let's see. Yes, I can see Njiri saying have characters and numerals. Awesome. Thank you. Numeric, alphabetic symbols. Thank you so much. Your local language words plus other characters. Awesome, Gladys. That is good. All right. Yes, using then,
sorry about that. Oh, Madam Rosemary, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes,
Oh,
I can hear
okay.
you.
I think we lost you for a minute. You can continue.
Okay. So thank you, Joseph. I bet I can continue now. So we have upper and lower case characters, all right? Then we have special characters, okay? So those special characters include the asterisk, the question mark. We have all those special characters, the full stop and all that. All right, so let's make it memorable. What are we making memorable? Our passwords. They have to be memorable, yet not easy to crack. So I want us to take time and do this activity. We have on the left side tweet in the special symbol that is on the right. What do you think T can be matched with? What do you think O can be matched with? Okay, so wow, you guys are doing a good job. Yeah, all right. Okay, yes, I can see your answers streaming in. I am waiting for two or, more, or three more to give us their input. Okay, great. Good. Yes, I'm waiting. Awesome. Okay, I can see you guys are doing a good job. E is matched with 3, T with a plus, O with 0, I with an exclamation mark, G with 9. Awesome. Wow. So this cracker should watch us. We are getting smarter. We are going to be internet heroes. Okay, so I want you to take a pen and a paper. You can see we have a pen and a paper there. And I want you to follow the instructions as you create your strong passwords. I want you to go and change the passwords from what you have been using. Probably they were weak or probably they were strong. And even as you do that, I'm sure you're going to help someone else. You're not doing it that my little brother Ethan was born in December. So that is the phrase that I'm going to work with. So that is the first step. The first step is to think of a fun phrase or an event that you can remember. So that is an example that I've given you there. My little brother Ethan was born in December. So the second step would be use the first letter from some or all the words in your phrase. So use the first letter from some or all the words in your phrase. So I have used my first letters in some of the words that I'm using in my phrase. Like my, I have used M. L, I have used, L is for little. Brother, I have B. Ethan, I've used the whole word. Okay. W for was, and B is born. Okay. I
Okay. Maybe Mr. Michael can continue. I think you have lost Mrs. Rosemary for a minute there.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
just a moment. Let me get my slide up. So that was a number. Just a moment. So we are going to continue. Before Madam Rosemary comes back, I think there's a problem with her internet. So now we were looking at. Let me get the slide up. Sorry about this. That was number. How to create a strong password. So as we have seen,
You can start from slide 30.
30, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have seen about how we can combine characters, make your password long, to have both uppercase and also lowercase. so that we can be able to deal with this hacker, because they are really looking for your information. And we have seen there is no need to have a very strong password that you can't remember. So you need to make your password memorable, so that you can be able to recall the password when you need it. Now, the first thing you can do is think of a fun phrase, or an event, something that can remind you of an event. Here we have seen about Ethan. My little brother Ethan was born in December. So that's the phrase that you want to use to create a password, because you can't forget that particular phrase. So you want to, how can we make it memorable? Now, what we can do is you can rewrite as we have been told. Like now, we have seen my little brother. We have only taken the first letter. Ethan, we have used the whole word Ethan, was born in. Again, we have taken the first letter, December, and then we have used again the whole word December. Again, from there, we can now make some of the letters uppercase and some to be lowercase. So like there, what you can say is that again, you can substitute from what we have already seen. There are some characters that resemble some letters, like I with an exclamation mark. So we can substitute some of the letters we have with what we call symbols, like this, the word in the word in. My little brother Ethan was born in. Instead of using I, we substituted with an exclamation mark. Remember, what we are trying to do is to make a password that is long enough, more than 8 characters. It has combinations of letters, words, numbers, capitals, and lowercase letters. Even like the word December, E can be substituted with letter number 3. So instead of in the word December, where we have the E, we can have a 3. We have also seen B can also resembles number 8. So instead of still in the word December, the B in December, we can substitute it with number 8. This way, what we will come up with is that password that we have there. My little brother Ethan was born in December. But because of the substitutions we have made, you can see that the final product is that we have a phrase that we cannot forget. We have a combination of letters, numbers, uppercase letters, and also lowercase letters. So now the bad guys, when somebody wants to crack or to hack a password like that one, then they will not be able, and therefore you will be able to safeguard your privacy, because the moment somebody gets hold of your account, then they can mess you up. It's like somebody who has already broken into your house. They can even lock you outside, and then they mess you up from inside. So that's how you can make a memorable password that is very strong. Now, there is something. Let us see whether you can remember your password, and let us see also whether you have got to know what we are talking about. As a recap, uh, here we will be looking at do's and don'ts about passwords. So I'll be uh, yes, Rosemary. Rosemary. Okay, so we can continue. It's you can on the comment section you can either say it's a do or a don't. Rosemary, we can hear you. Rosemary. So do or don't. One, about this, Mary, what you have done, it's you have given us some answers there about M3E. Yes, that is very good. So on the comment section, is it a do or is it a don't? Whereby you use a unique password for each of your important accounts. Yes, Steve, I can see my little brother Ethan was born in December. That's very good. Good. Is it a do or a don't? Use a unique password for each of your important accounts. That's a do. Maybe it will make you remember the password. Eva, you are saying it's a do. Victor, you are saying it's a do. Eva, again, you're saying use a unique password. Yes, use a unique password. Don't use the same password, because once somebody is able to hack into your account, then they can be able to log in to all your other accounts. So for each and every account that you have, make sure that you use a unique password. Here is another question. Do or a don't? Use personal information. A good example is your name or your address or your phone number when you make a password. Is this one a do or is this one a don't? Use personal information. Do you use personal information? John, you're saying it's a do. Victor, you're saying it's a don't. Yes, don't use anything that can be able to make it easy for a hacker to be able to guess your what is your password. Here is another one. Another question. Do or a don't? Use a password that it's easy to guess, like your nickname or a favorite baseball team or your favorite team. Everybody knows you are an Arsenal fan, and so you want to use the team Arsenal or Man U as your password. Is it a do or a don't? Here again, we have seen it's a don't because you are making it easy for the hacker to guess your password. Use at least 8 characters when you are creating your password. Is this one a do or is this one a don't? Use at least 8 characters. Make sure that your password has 8 or more characters, and especially a combination. This one is definitely a do. Here is another one. Share your password with people so you don't forget it, even with your best friends, with your family members. Do you share your password with them so that you do not forget it, or for any other reason? This one again, it's a don't. Do not do that because you are compromising again your security. and your information. Log out of your account when after you finished on a public computer, maybe even a computer or a phone that belongs to a friend, and you are through. Do you need to log out or don't you log out? Sometimes you might even find the computer asking you whether you want it to remember the password, so that maybe when you use it next time, you don't again key in the password. Do you do that? That one, you need to log out. Make sure you log out. I normally advise people that, especially if you're using a public computer, not only do you need to log out, but I would recommend that you also use incognito window, so that the moment you are through, you can even close logout and then you close that particular window. So make sure you log out of public computers. Remember, do you normally tick, like what I was saying, do you tick the remember my password when you're using a public computer, when it prompts you to that the computer remembers your password? What do? Do you normally tick on it, or do you ignore that particular pop-up? Yes, Jared, you don't tick on it. Don't, again, because it means whoever is coming after you, they can automatically also log in, because the computer does not know that you are no longer the one and somebody else is now using the computer. So you automatically don't. So that brings us to how to be strong. And being strong means you are able to secure your information, so that you can be able to actually combat the second bad guy that we have seen, who is called the hacker. You can, with that one, we can now go to something else here, on how to be alert. So after being strong, we also need to be alert. Here is another bad guy, because from when we were very young, we were taught not to accept gifts from a stranger, and that's true. Now the same principle needs to be applied online. And it's important to be able to know the difference between what is real and what is fake, and especially when it comes to the internet, because we have another bad guy who we normally call the fisher. A fisher with a PH. This is somebody who attempts to obtain sensitive information, such as your username, your passwords, your credit card details. Maybe you normally use your credit card to do shopping online, and even trying to be able to communicate with your friends, like one of your friends. Now, just know that features are good at what they do, and they are getting better by the day. So here I'm going to give you a few tips on how you can be able to steer clear of these attacks that might be directed at you, because a fisher and a hacker, they are not exactly the same. They don't operate the same way. A hacker will try to use like brute force to get to your password so that they can get your account. But a fisher is like trying to trick you into giving this information. So how do they do this? Now, how can you spot maybe a site that is there to get your information? Maybe you have seen posts like this. And it looks like it was posted from one of your friends. Let's take that for instance. or but it's saying something that they would not normally say. Now, this is an example of a link that you shouldn't click. You should not click on such kind of a link because it will take you to a site that misuses your personal information, or maybe that will download something harmful to your computer. So now let's look at that one. It looks like it's a normal site, but something is off. If for instance, who can tell us, for instance, on the comment section, just look at that particular slide very keenly and tell us what is wrong with that one. It looks like it's real, but just say what makes you think it's not the right thing, because that is the key. If you can be able to spot it, then you can be able to avoid it. You can do that on the comment section. Look at it keenly and say what you think is wrong with that particular website. I'll give you like a few seconds to see. Steve-O, you are saying it's. I think I'm now strong. All right, good. Be strong. You'll be able to secure your sensitive information. Don't tick, Musioka. Do not tick on it. Okay. I don't know whether you're in the same page. We are looking at how to be strong, know how to be alert, how to be safe. And on the slide there, Dongo, Jiri, don't. So we have how to spot a feature on the screen there. Let's see. Maybe I'm the one who is not. So do not tick. Yes. About a feature, what do you think? What is off with that particular website? Do. Yes. Now, if you look keenly at the address is where we have the URL. That place where you type HTTPS. Look at it very keenly. You can see that's where you need to look first. Find out whether what you expected is what is there. If it's not, then that should tell you that that is phony. It's something. It's not the true site, and sometimes they will want you to log in. So that when you come across such kind of a site pretending to be who it is not, they'll tell you to log in, whereby you will be able to type your username and also to type your password. And by so doing, then you'll have given this bad guy, the fisher, what we call your username and your password. Now they can use the same to log into your site. And now anyone can fall prey to a phishing attack, and that's why it's important that we are alert. And you can try using these guidelines so that you can be able to avoid the bad guys. So here are some of the guidelines I can give you. One, look at, does the site include indicators of trustworthy sites? Is something like badges. Can you be able to see some badges? You also need to find out, does the URL match the title that you are looking for? If it is Google you are looking for, even on the address bar, it should also say Google, not something else, or not some other funny things. Another thing, does the offer seem too good to be true? If it looks too good to be true, most likely it's not true. Are there any pop-ups, so that in that particular site you have so many pop-ups asking you to click on them? You have won this, you have won that, click here to win this. So when you come across those very many pop-ups, that should also be a warning sign. Does the URL have an S, like HTTPS? If not that, then it should also have like a green padlock. If you cannot be able to see a green padlock or a HTTPS, not all sites that miss HTTPS are fake, but you need to be a little bit more careful when you are keying in your information on a site like that. Then, is the person or the site asking you to reveal private information like your passwords? Why would a site ask you to key in your passwords, or it's asking you to type in your birthday, your full names? Then that should also be some warning signs. Here we can also play this particular game very quickly, so that we see whether we're able to avoid a fissure. Real or fake? When you look at that, is it a real or is it fake? And why is it so? About that particular site, what would you say, that this one is real or this one is fake? Look at who it is from. That one is, here is another one. Is it real or is it fake? Remember what I told you, to look very keenly at the URL, find out if it matches the domain name, because that's where you'll get the domain name, like the .com, the .ke, the .go, .ke if it is a Kenyan site. Does it have a HTTPS? You need to look at that. Here is another example. Is it real or is it fake? It's telling you that you have won an iPhone. You need to be very careful. You come across all these messages all through, even on WhatsApp. Is it real or is it fake? Look at the fine print. Read everything. If you look at that one, the fine print seems to contradict the headline, whereby it is saying you have won. So if you see some contradictions, you find some spelling mistakes, then that one should tell you, should give you like a warning. Here is another one. Is it real or is it fake? Hello, my friend. I have won the lottery. I would like to share my good luck with you. Somebody is saying, is pretending your friend, but look at that. It's like, it's not even addressing you. It's something that is addressed to anyone. Somebody does not even know your name. So you need to be careful about some of these messages, because somebody is most likely is trying to get information about you, to reveal information about yourself. Look at this other one. This one can get you if you are not careful. Hey, you seem like a fun person to hang out with. Let's have some fun together. Can you add me to your friends lists? Remy. Would you fall for this one? There is no profile photo. Somebody just sends you something like that, and somebody wants you to add them into their friends list, and you don't know the person. If you don't know the person, then you don't add them to your friends lists. Here is another one, real or fake. Your Facebook account has violated our policies. To avoid account suspension, you need to visit that particular site. It's giving you a link to click on. And if you look at that link, you can't tell where the link will take you, whether it will take you to Facebook or to what. So you need to be careful about some of these, even messages that seem urgent. that are telling you do this or then and you do it quickly. Be careful about those kind of messages, because phishing messages also always have that characteristics. They always seem urgent, too good to be true. They ask you to click on a link, so you need to. Those are some of the things you need to be careful about. And there we go. We have been able to look at the other bad guy on how you can be alert. I don't know whether Rosemary is back.
Yeah, Rosemary is back.
Okay.
Thanks a lot to Mr. Michael for taking over. So I think now Rosemary can go on the next topic. So welcome,
All right.
Mrs.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I think she has some issues with the audio, the internet.
Of
Okay, maybe you can continue.
Yes.
Rosemary, can you
Uh,
hear us?
yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay,
Can
okay.
you
You
hear
may
me?
continue. You may continue.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry about the internet issue. So on be kind. Have you ever heard the phrase treat others the way you want to be treated? What do you think it means? This also applies online. This means that you should only post, comment, or forward something if you won't mind someone doing the same to you. So we are looking at this bad guy, the troublemaker. So possible dangers, they hurt your feeling. Okay, unfortunately, there are troublemakers out there hurting feelings and being cruel to others online. And the worst thing about the troublemakers is that bad vibes can spread fast. By being cruel to others online, he can turn them into troublemakers too. That's why it's so important to use our internet power to stop troublemaking in its tracks. So let's talk. Okay. So have you ever been hurt online? Have you ever seen someone hurt online? I know that you have ever seen someone being hurt online. So I want us very quickly to write down ways of spreading kindness. So it feels good to be kind, isn't it? There are lots of opportunities to be kind online. I want you to think of 3 ways in which you can spread positive positivity online, and you write them down. Okay, so so if you have an opportunity to respond to a post or a comment, do that positively. I want to challenge you today that every day you leave an encouraging comment and send someone a thank you message. And what do you think that would make them feel? They would feel happy. So what do you do? This is an activity I want us to do. Okay, what do you do if someone found your friend's phone and sent a really mean message about another student to a bunch of people on her soccer team? What do you think you're going to do? Okay, these are just things that I want you to think about as you relate them to being kind. What do you do? Are you going to be kind, or are you going to spread positivity? So someone is posting serious mean comments about one of the students in the class, in your class blog. So what are you going to do? Okay. You remember you need to stop bullying and support the victims. Be kind. What do you do? There is an online game that a bunch of your friends play a lot. This one time, one player started saying really nasty stuff about one of your friends who's playing, and they just won't stop. Okay, so let's see what you can do to be kind. So you are supposed to be kind by don't pass on the gossip, block mean or inappropriate behavior, support others, be an upstander, and take responsibility. I think up to that point, you are an internet hero that you are now sharp, strong, alert, and kind. I'm also going to take you through be brave. So that is our last skill that we are going to undertake. Okay, of being an internet hero. So, what do you mean by being brave? Okay, if you find out something negative, say something. If you come across something that makes you feel uncomfortable or worse, report it, be brave, and talk to someone you trust who can help. If you're a student, you can talk to your teacher. If you are a teacher, a principal, or a parent, you can talk to a tech savvy person so that you come to a consensus. Then we have talk it out. Why are you talking out? Asking for help when you're not sure what to do is a brave thing to do. It is if it's to help you or someone heal something hurtful or stop them from happening, it's both smart and courageous. Then we have report or block inappropriate content. Reporting can help people involved, their community and the platforms themselves if we use tools to block and or report on a site or app. So you need to report or block someone that is inappropriately behaving online. So we have get proof. Before blaming, report so that you have a record of the situation. Okay, don't be afraid. So if you receive a creepy message or comment from a stranger, show a trusted person who can help you sort that one out, and then report them as well as blocking. So let's talk. Okay. Uh, to finish up, we are going to test on how much of a hero training you have absorbed. So let's go and test. Number one, what do you do when you get a chat from someone with whom you aren't familiar with? And that person is saying, I saw you in a group photo. This is my address. Can I come over to hang out? What do you think you're going to do? Okay, I want that is food for thought. Number two, what do you do if you accidentally download a virus on to your computer? How can you respond? Okay, yeah, thank you so much. I can see your responses coming in. Another food for thought, what do you do? Okay, when you see messages that say, everyone wear purple tomorrow, but don't tell Leku. That is, are you going to be an upstander or you're going to share it? So what do you do if a student posts a group photo in a public account and you hate the way you look in it? Would you report that photo or not? How can you respond? Okay. So those are scenarios that you need to think about and apply what we have talked about. That is, be sharp, then be strong, alert, kind, and brave. Wow, congratulations. Now you are on a different level. Now you are an internet hero. So congratulations. We want to now wind up. We're just doing a recap how to be an internet hero. So the first thing is be smart. Okay, as you're sharing, you will need to share with care. Okay, don't be an oversharer. Be alert. Don't fall for fake. Okay, then we have be strong. Secure your secrets by using strong passwords. Then we have be kind. It's cool to be kind online, and be brave. If you don't know anything about something, it's good to stand up and ask. So we want to go straight to more information. For more information, you can go to Childline Kenya 16. Those are helplines that you can visit if there is an issue on safety online. Then we also have Google Safety, that is safety.google. slash. Then we also have Child Online Protection Initiative, that is ca.go.ke/child dash online protection. I believe that one is going to be shared in the chat section, and you're going to be safer online and even help the children that you are interacting with, whether it's your children, whether if you're a teacher, you can help your students in your school, and if you're a parent, you can help the neighbors' children as well as your children to be safer online. So up to that point, we have come to the end of our presentation, and I want to thank you so much for finding time to join us. And we are going to stop there.
So thanks a lot. Thanks
Again,
a
I
lot,
want to thank you.
Mrs. Rosemary and Mr. Michael. So maybe Masara, you can take over and conclude.
All right. Thank you, Madam Rosemary and Mr. Michael Njogu. Again, I want to thank you for taking your time through. This is our last training. I hope we have covered everything on the lists. And before you leave, on the comment section, there were two forms, one for the certificate and the other is the feedback form. Please make sure you fill your full names and your email address for you to get the certificates. They'll be there in the comment section for around 30 minutes. So take your time through the 30 minutes and get to fill the forms. And then besides online safety training with Google, SoteHub, in collaboration with Google, offers Google for Education. We seek to help students and or rather schools in remote areas learn and use the Google Education. And how can they use this? We have the Google for Education, that is the G Suite. I hope, Joseph, you're able to share the poster. It empowers learning while getting more time to focus on your students. And it has flexible, secure, and easy to work tools that are built for education. And we have a very affordable package. So in case you hear any school, or rather if your school is willing or interested to join the G Suite package, you can join that, or you can contact us. And our email is info@sotehub.com, or rather you can contact us on the phone number that is 0721 474 286. Yeah, I think that is all. And thank you everyone for taking your time through the online training sessions. I hope you're able to be internet awesome. Thank you so much, our today traders. That is Madam Rosemary and Mr. Michael Njogu. Thank you so much. That was a very
Thank you.
educative session. And yeah, again, that is all. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Mm.